You keep asking God for a sign. But what if He already answered, and you chose to ignore it? You say God is silent, but what if the answer was clear, and you didn't like it? Most people don't miss God because He's not speaking. They miss Him because they're waiting for something obvious, something loud enough that there's no doubt. That's not how it usually happens. God doesn't force your attention. He shifts things quietly until it becomes uncomfortable to stay where you are. And if something has been feeling off lately, that's not random. Sign 1. God removes the peace from something that used to feel normal. A conversation you've had 100 times suddenly feels different. Nothing dramatic happens. No argument, no conflict. But when you leave, there's a weight that wasn't there before. Later, certain moments come back to you. Not everything, just specific parts. A tone, a reaction, something that didn't sit right. You try to explain it away. Tell yourself it's nothing. But when it happens again, it feels the same. God doesn't create chaos to get your attention. He removes the peace. And once that peace is gone, you start noticing what was always there. And if you ignore that, the next sign becomes harder to avoid. Sign 2. God keeps bringing the same thought back until you deal with it. You're focused on something else, and suddenly the same thought interrupts you again. It's not emotional, not overwhelming, just clear. It points to something specific, a conversation you've been avoiding, a decision you keep delaying. Something you already know isn't right. You push it away. Later, it comes back. Same direction, same message. That's not random thinking. That's God refusing to let you move past something that still needs your attention. And it usually shows up when you're alone, when there's nothing to distract you. You try to replace it, scroll past it, fill the space with something else. But it waits, and then it returns again in the next quiet moment. And if you keep pushing that away, it leads straight into the next sign. Sign 3. God blocks progress in a direction that isn't for you. You're working harder than ever, but nothing holds. You put time in, energy in, effort in. Things start moving, and then they fall apart. Not completely. Just enough to keep you trying again. That's what makes it confusing, because it almost works. You tell yourself it's bad timing, but after a while it becomes harder to ignore the pattern. You're not dealing with something that's just difficult. You're dealing with something that isn't building into anything. God isn't blessing that direction. He's blocking it. Not to punish you, but to stop you from building something that won't last. Revelation 3:7 says, "What He opens, no one can shut, and what He shuts, no one can open." Some doors stay closed for a reason. And if you keep forcing that door, you'll feel the next sign even stronger. Sign 4. God starts pulling you away from something you didn't plan to leave. There's no full explanation, no clear next step. Just a growing awareness that staying where you are doesn't feel right anymore. You begin questioning things that used to feel normal, how you spend your time, what you tolerate, what you keep saying yes to. Nothing dramatic happens, but the feeling doesn't leave. Because God doesn't always push you forward first. Sometimes He pulls you out. And that's where it becomes uncomfortable. Because you don't immediately know what comes next, you just know you can't stay where you are. And once that shift starts, something else changes with it. Sign 5. God changes what satisfies you. You go back to something that used to feel good. Same place, same people, same environment. Nothing looks different. But being there feels empty. You're present, but not really engaged. The conversations don't pull you in the same way. The energy doesn't match anymore. You give it time. Try again later. Same result. Because this isn't about the situation changing. God changed what satisfies you. Philippians 2:13 says, "For God is working in you, giving you the desire to do what pleases Him." Sometimes the first thing God shifts is your desire. And once that changes, you start seeing things more clearly. Sign 6. God shows you clarity the moment you step away. You leave a situation, even briefly, and your mind becomes quiet. The overthinking stops. The confusion disappears. You're not trying to figure anything out anymore, because you already see it. Then you go back, and within minutes, everything tightens again. Your thoughts speed up. Your energy drops. The same pressure returns. That contrast is clear. That's not stress. That's environment. God is showing you the difference, so you stop ignoring it. And once you notice that contrast, it becomes harder to pretend you don't see it. You start catching yourself in real time. You walk into a place and feel the shift immediately. You hear certain conversations, and your attention pulls back. Not because you're judging it, because you're no longer aligned with it. That's the part people try to ignore, because acknowledging it means something has to change. And staying in it starts to feel like you're going against something inside you, not loudly, but consistently. And the longer you stay in that tension, the clearer it becomes. This isn't confusion, it's direction. And at this point, it's no longer unclear. You've already seen enough. You've already felt it more than once. You just haven't acted on it. Sign 7, you don't need another sign. You're already thinking of something specific. A person, a place, a decision. You've seen it more than once. There were moments where it was clear, where you knew exactly what needed to change. You just didn't act on it. This was never about confusion. It's about avoidance. John 10:27 says, "My sheep hear my voice, and they follow me." Not because it's loud, because it's clear enough to recognize. God is already speaking in what no longer feels right, in what refuses to work, in what keeps coming back to your attention. At some point, it's no longer about needing clarity. It's about being honest. Because if you really look at it, you already know. The question isn't whether God is speaking. It's how much longer you're going to wait before you respond.